So I'm back at it today. As you guys know, I found a really cool trail behind Highland Cemetery that leads to the river. And this is going to be my second attempt to document the entire trail. Please forgive that I don't have a gimbal and that I'm moving fast and the camera's going to shake quite a bit. There's a reason for this. I want to try to get this done as quick as possible. Also, the first video I got lost. Yes, got lost on the trail I myself marked. That's being for you. And so, yeah, I'm just going to try it again. Now, I know members of the paranormal community will laugh at me for the trail incident, and they'll do so for very good reason. I mean, after all, let's just face it, that's, you know, I've been a wry prick sometimes, very smug, and I'm going to post the video of me panicking in the forest, and yeah, I hope, to paraphrase our overseas counterparts, by all means, take the piss out of me. We're going in. So, let's analyze the times here as to why I could have gotten lost on the trail relatively easily. And I apologize if you hear a lot of panting, but you do have to understand, A, I'm in a hurry. You know, I do want to catch the next bus that goes back to the Ypsilanti Transit Center. I'm also out of shape, and I apologize for the shakiness here. I don't have a gimbal. It occurred to me my friend Charles would have lent me his, but I didn't think to ask. So, first, let's just say human memory is not very good. It just isn't, you know. As somebody who works security, I once had to give up on trying to report an incident because 5 people told me 5 different stories. Now, when there's a car crash, I can understand why some people would have trouble with some details. Definitely. What color was it? One might say blue, another might say purple. Human nature, given those colors, fairly similar colors. But was the person hit by a car, or did a car hit another car? Yes, I actually have had to deal with reports that are that dramatically different. Okay, the fence there. Again, this isn't a very long trail. So, that could just be that. Another thing too, oops, almost tripped there. Another thing too that could be seen as problematic is the fact that my anti-mosquito device was not working. The wick would not stay lit. And so it's hot. I'm being bitten by mosquitoes. And what do people who are hot and being bitten by mosquitoes do? They get flustered. And when you get flustered, you can't think very well. Marker over there, very faint in this light. And so that's going to explain a very decent portion of it. And as I said in the actual video itself, the first video I posted, that's the part where the trail does get a bit treacherous. So with familiarity though, studying stuff like that, those can be negated. Now, let's talk about the paranormal itself, because I was part of a paranormal club. People have often wondered if I find cemeteries, you know, creepy, stuff like that. And the answer is no. Simply because a cemetery is where a protein husk is buried. It's usually not germane to people's lives, and groundskeeping and stuff is usually outsourced to a company or to municipal authorities. So, simply put, you know, it's why would a spirit haunt a location? The paranormal community has all these inconsistencies, some of which can be quite annoying at times, and you know, I sprayed my clothing with off before coming out here. This is the portion that tests your footing right here. So I sprayed myself with off before coming out here. And I'm wearing one of those anti-mosquito bands, mosquito repellent bands, on my what do you call it, wrist. Some of these guys, though, they don't take no for an answer. So imagine being out here without any of that on. It's hot, you're tired, you're confused. Oh, and this is the portion here we're going to come up where I want you to cross a stream. And man, I am really, really scared that today's the day I have myself a bad slip and fall. All right, here we go. Another good explanation for why I got lost, sorry to backtrack on that one, is just the sheer fact that, it's greener and denser here. More leaves sprouted this time. Harder to see. Good thing I brought the waterproof boots today. Yep, there we go. Yeah, gotta duck under this tree real quick. Gonna have to do this again. Well, I'm gonna have to do this again if I pick the right path. Marker, although I wonder if I marked the other side of the tree. So yeah, just more dense brush is gonna make the activities a bit harder. That's all. But no, one of the inconsistencies is, let me just check, make sure it's still running, is why on earth would, ghosts haunt a cemetery? If anything about the paranormal community is to really be believed here, it's that you would haunt someplace that's germane to your life. And so there's a lot of stuff that I just don't really get. And I'm actually going to come out here and do even some more tags. But as I familiarize myself with this trail, it's going to get better. Another issue, too, that I've never really been able to understand is why some of the places, why do ghosts only want to come out at night? We're a diurnal species, but yet ghosts everywhere like to rocket from midnight to 3 a.m. Now, I have received, getting dark in here. Now, I have received some feedback from people, and that feedback generally consists of something like, well, ghosts have very faint energy and you're only going to be able to see it at night and whatnot. Okay, here we go. All right, folks. It took me a bit of a while there, but I actually did get myself oriented for the most part here. Like I said, it's a skill, but we're going to proceed this way. However, a storm has knocked a lot of stuff out here, a lot of stuff. And this could be problematic. There's a lot of logs on this trail that weren't here a couple weeks ago. Sorry, that's my cell phone going off again. Also, too, the bark has ripped off a lot of this stuff. So, we'll see what we can do. May not be able to do anything. I am running way way behind schedule here. And here it is, folks. Unfortunately, there's really no way we can get to the bank, not with all this stuff covering it. It's a real shame. Oh man, shoot, this tree, okay, you can make out the trail there, but this tree fell isn't in the way. Damn it. Yeah, and that's one of the 2 trees I had to duck under. Shoot, we can't get there. Well, we'll go back. So, I was musing about the paranormal before. See, look at what the storm's done to some of these markers. It's kind of taken them out. So, I just find there to be a bit too many inconsistencies with the whole thing. Once again, turned around. A bit too many inconsistencies with the whole thing. You know, we're a nocturnal species, but in the afterlife we're diurnal for some reason, which doesn't make any sense to me. Did I place these here or not? Huh? Turned around again. How's that happen? Okay, stuff is starting to get spooky even for me. I'm kind of disoriented myself here at this point. Got caught up on that thing again. Okay, came in through here. Here. I got this marker here, but let's hope I run into another marker soon. Okay, here we go, up, and there's the fiber cloth that I dropped earlier. So yeah, I find inconsistencies in this paranormal junk quite a bit. You know, to the point, and man, I'm gonna have to come out here and still lay down a lot more markers. Yeah, see, look what the weather's done to those. You know, why would spirits haunt, like, why would the spirit of a child, per se, want to haunt a school? First of all, how many children die in school? I know too many. Obviously, mass shooter issues. But apart from that, I mean, what you gonna do, really? Let me see. So that's what I find kind of odd. Now, I honestly can go on quite a bit about this if I wanted to. Whoopsie daisy. Got off the beaten path here. So, where did I get off the beaten path? So, that's what I find kind of interesting. Now, also note, sometimes people in the paranormal community, oh, you know what, I might not have to, let me go around here, make this easier on myself. So, to repel the mosquitoes, took advice from my buddy Yusuf, who just said cover everything. And I'm gonna upload this today. I'm gonna make a much more comprehensive and better video, to be honest with you about this. Hooey. This is the steep part. It's easier to go up it than down it, though. Here. If anybody knows how to mark a trail, please leave that in the comment section. And again, feel free to watch the video where I get lost. Sorry if I'm being kind of silent from here on out, but I'm tired. I'm behind schedule. Some of you with sharp eyes will notice this wasn't just a one-cut video, because I got turned around and lost again. So, don't know how long I've been out here, but I should have brought some water or a Camelback. All right. I tell you, I can't wait till I see that beautiful gate. Because that means, oh, there it is. Not gate, fencing. So, this trail, tried to find a lot of it online, but really couldn't. That's unfortunate. I just heard some leaves rustle, but not rustle by me. So, as we can see, what I mentioned though, to return it to non-paranormal reasons, here at that scene where there's the log on the ground I marked, I actually got lost and disoriented from there today. And I just used that previous video I shot to kind of backtrack me. So, as you can see, you want a silly explanation, you can find it for anything. Just wipe this lens off here. Quick. But usually it's the normal explanations that'll show through. You know, anytime there's been kind of a fight between science and the supernatural, science has won. And that's really what this all comes back to, is people remember their hits when they take a picture and there's something that they can't make sense of, but they don't include their failures. Thousands of times they've taken a picture and it's just been normal. Also too, if you need to use your own tools to get the answers you need, you're simply not getting answers. And we're out of the forest. Let's get the next available bus. Let's get back home, shower, be hydrated. Thank you all very much.